I'm back in my kitchen, and it's a new kitchen, right? So welcome. And it's apple season, you guys, so let's make one of my favorite apple tarts. It's called a Tatin. It's a French upside down apple tart. Sounds fancy with the French words, but it's not. It's really easy to do. There are a few little tricky dance moves, but I think you can accomplish it. And so I'm just gonna walk you through what's gonna happen. So there are only 4 ingredients that go into this tart: apples, sugar, butter, and pastry dough. And so you don't need a ton of stuff. You probably already have this stuff in your pantry. But let's talk about the apples first. You can make a tart tatin with like sweeter apples, such as Fuji or Gala. But I love a good Mutsu or a Pippin for this apple tart. Think of like whatever you would use for a regular apple pie. The other thing you want to choose for this apple tart is an oven-safe skillet. This is a little 8-inch guy, and I am using it for the beginner's version of tart tatin because it's smaller, and you can then really practice with making a tart that you can manipulate easily. So what you have here is a piece of puff pastry dough that I had purchased from the store. And then all I did was match it to the size of the rim of my pan, but just a little bit bigger. So the way I did that was I had the little square of dough, and then I made a little imprint. And then I had that little circle there, as you can see. And then I cut around it. Doesn't need to be perfect. And when this thing is cut, then you're just going to let it sit and hang out in the fridge for a while so that it can relax. I'm just going to start adding the apples. Start from the outside rim and just really snuggle the apples up. So as you can see, this caramelization is happening, right? The color, the orange, honey-ish color. So at that point, I'm just going to slide this off the heat and let it cool. Once the bubbling action goes down, we're going to pull our pastry round out and place it on top. Like so, and then kind of tuck it in. Now you could have cut the pastry to exactly the size of the skillet, but I always like to hedge. I also like dough. So this creates a nice little edge, and use not the sharp edge but the flat edge of your knife to just really tuck it down. going to also sprinkle a little sugar on there. And so now we're just gonna bake the tart. Here we go. This goes in there. So, the tart's done. I'm gonna put some ice into this skillet, a whole plate full. And then I'm going to bring this guy out. He's looking pretty good, huh? So this is the tart. I put the tart into the other skillet that has the ice in it. So what this does is it quickly arrests the caramelization process. So let's unmold the tart. Remember, we cooked the apples in sugar and butter, then we slapped some pastry on it, slid the whole thing into the oven to bake, then we iced it down, and then it's nice and chill. But what we have to do now is to get it out of the pan. So get ready, and I'm gonna walk you right through it. So let's unmold the tart. Whether you just pull this thing out of the oven or it's been sitting around for a few hours, you're just gonna reheat it over low heat for about 6 to 8 minutes. I'm listening for sizzling sounds, very, very slight, gentle noises. And I'm beginning to hear them, so the tart's ready to be unmolded. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for, the unmolding, the reveal. Be brave. Put that plate over this skillet, and now flip it over. There you go. Give it a little shake sometimes to just kind of make sure it comes loose. Yay! Here we go. The tart tatin unmolded out of the skillet and ready to eat. Enjoy. You can make this. The recipe's at my website, viltworldkitchen.com. See you next time.